Riolu is unable to battle! Eevee wins! And the lights come on, and
Finally!
both Pokemon are recalled back.
Good job, buddy. And he kind of like looks down at both the Pokeballs as he takes them from the console. You guys did awesome. Let's go get you feeling better.
Covet's a D10. We got to get some more moves like that. Just based on what I've seen. We need high damage moves because, good lord, the amount of whiffs in that battle.
Right? It's good, but at the same time, it's technically less of an attack to hit than tackle is. But
yeah, because it uses a different move.
Actually hit.
Yeah. So you're trading off higher. Yeah.
As we come out and we meet in this hallway, V just bum rushes Milo and kicks him up off his feet and puts him over his shoulder.
Roll me a strength check.
I'm gonna try to not get manhandled.
Go ahead and roll me. Okay.
No. V, put me down.
Fuck you! Come here.
Why? What?
A bitch move.
That was awesome. All our
It was
Pokemon fought
awesome.
so great. That was great.
It was great, but I hate you. Come here. And drags him.
I think Milo's probably coming along just because he's agreeing to this at this point, because you did roll high enough to...
Yeah, he's as long as he's not being carried, he'll let himself be led. That's fine.
All right.
Also,
if you don't let him
that last
carry you,
quick
he just
attack,
grabs you by the wrist.
that was the last quick attack. That was all of them.
That was...
Good.
I did 15 quick
Yeah.
attacks that match.
Ivy still had, I think, 9 hit points.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That
No,
would have
maybe
been,
less
that would
than
have
that.
been
That was 8,
problematic.
I think.
Okay, somewhere around there.
Yep.
We were getting there, but not quite.
Yep.
Yeah, quick attack. I needed Vine Whip to hit a couple more times, but you just had to flatten my chest pin.
Yep. So Jim, as you guys come out, he's like, "Oh, great job, you guys. That was really intense. I'll heal your Pokemon if you'd like, since first time free
Yes,
and
please,
Are
everything."
you gonna charge us for it?
I said the first
I
time.
already said the first time free.
Oh man.
Yeah, welcome to my life, Jim.
He kind of looks at you real sympathetically and takes both of your Pokemon.
Get V's first.
Yeah, all right. That's fine.
Heal
I
me, heal me, heal me.
guess. All right, your Pokemon are back up to full health. And then he glances
Yeah.
over at Milo and goes, and you too?
Yeah, please.
All
That'd
right.
be great.
That was dope, kid, right? Did you see me? Were you watching?
Yeah, it was great.
I think Evie needs to work on her ability to hit, but she did it in the end.
Honestly, I think all of them, except maybe that Growlithe, because he was consistently. So I think
Yeah, I think Jim's
All-
cheating.
I think we got to put in some work and get these little dudes and dudettes beefy.
Well,
Yeah.
How do we make them stronger? Did they win experience?
They did win experience. Actually, all of you got, I think all of you are level 1, and all of you are 1/2 SR, which means all of you got 80 experience points.
Where do we put that?
That is a great
Just in the
question.
top?
That is
the Pokemon gain it separately.
Right.
So I know
Yes.
Riolu had a KO, so he would get 80 from that one. I didn't get a second one. Now is it battle whether we win or lose, or
That's something I haven't...
because I don't mind. Like I said when we were talking about it last weekend,
Yeah.
if we wanted to do it like checkpoint leveling, where we all have to hit that required 3 Pokemon levels before the trainers all hit level 2, I'm cool with that because we're used to doing checkpoint.
So one of
Yeah.
us doesn't get ahead of the other.
But in this case,
Yeah, I don't wanna get
we
ahead
would
of
get
everybody.
160.
Yeah.
Which one? Yeah, because Eevee knocked out both Chespin and
Yeah.
Riolu. So
Eevee did
Eevee
everything.
would get 160, Riolu would get 80, and I don't think Froakie gets any. Cause...
Yeah, I'm
I don't
also
even know where to put that.
so I'm at a even bigger disadvantage based on that alone.
Here's
Right.
the
Right.
thing. Here's what I'll do. I will say they get half points for battling just in general, even if they don't win. So Froakie would be 40 XP.
Yeah.
Ivory, who knocked out them both, right? would
Yes.
get 160 then. And then we have, let's see.
Chespin Fennekin also fought, but didn't have any
Yeah.
KOs.
Chespin, 40 XP, Fennekin, or Pyra, which I will misspell inevitably, also got 40 XP. And I think that's it? Who am I forgetting? Riolu.
Yeah, I got it set up on my character sheet like this.
Yeah.
Because it lets me keep... I had the AC there instead of the experience, but when we were doing that, I was like...
Right.
Might be a good
We
place
could
to
do
keep it.
that.
Yeah.
Although I don't
Riolu-
know where we separately between the two.
Wait, Riolu knocked out... No, Riolu didn't knock out anybody. You recall them. So it would still be technically 80 XP because he fought 2.
No, Riolu knocked out Fennekin.
Oh, that's right. So it's 80 plus 40 for fighting.
So 120.
So 120.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Alright, we gotta go.
There we go.
We gotta go get, we gotta go meet D. Unless there's another trainer around for Kid
I
to
mean, I
fight.
think you owe us dinner first.
Oh, we're gonna eat before we take the boat? I thought we were gonna eat.
I thought she wasn't going to be here until like sunset.
Okay, well, let's go find food and then go meet D. I definitely owe you dinner.
You do. Never do that to me again. It was
You
fun.
Don't
Really?
ever do it again.
He's fast.
Yeah, he's fast, but you don't get to just keep like running in and out and in and out. That's bullshit.
He kind of like takes out the Pokeball with Riolu and pops him out. What do you think, Riolu?
Riolu just kind of like glances over at you. Oh, actually, Riolu has to heal back up to full. Let me get that.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Riolu kind of glances up at you, glances over at V, huffs a little bit, and then just kind of like grabs onto your arm like a kid. That's kind of grumpy about losing, and
He'll kind of like pick him up so that he's carrying him in like a cradle in his left arm. Because I think he's... Is Riolu small or tiny?
tiny technically.
Tiny, maybe? I know our starters are tiny.
Yeah.
Eevee's small, I think.
I thought Eevee was tiny.
He is small. Okay.
No,
So he's
Eevee's small.
Oh, really? Okay.
So he would be short enough that Milo could just hold his hand and they'd walk out.
Okay. Alright. Alrighty then. Let me put you back on the Pallet Town map. You do notice that the sun is beginning to slowly head towards the horizon. So it's not sundown yet, but you've got about another hour to kill, if you so wish.
Got enough to eat, at least. Right?
You
There we
got there for me. Thank you.
Yep.
I just wanted to make him a little bit smaller.
That's fair.
All right. So V, favorite restaurant here in Upper City?
Oh shit. I get to pick two.
You won.
Oh man. I want to go to... How much money do you have?
He kind of like looks into his wallet. Enough. Where do you want to go?
I mean, there's that like semi-fancy sushi place, like down the street from your mom's place.
Yeah, I think didn't Professor Acacia say we were meeting D in the Old Town docks anyway? So that would be really good.
I know we don't really get to go there because your mom couldn't afford it.
No, not always, but we can. We can today, especially today. Sushi sound good to you, kid?
Yeah, whatever you guys want, because I don't know where anything is out here, so wherever you guys want to go, I am down for. You just have to lead the way.
Sounds good.
He just goes off running.
Alright.
Milo will run after him.
Alright.
We go running back to Old Town.
Old Town it is. I forgot to fish out Riola for you again.
That's fine. He's always with me.
Oh,
in
no.
spirit.
Let's just pretend he's there instead of
Huge.
making him
Yeah.
huge, yeah.
He has Riolu out, and he's just running around with him.
Okay. Sounds good. You guys head back to Old Town, and you are going to the sushi place,
Yeah.
which we're making into Mom's Diner.
Sounds good.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Mom's diner with the sushi.
Mom's Diner is a sushi, yeah. It's a rotary
Sushi
sushi.
diner.
Why doesn't
I don't have a map
Really-
for sushi, so you're just gonna have to deal with,
No,
know.
no.
Dang.
I know. I prepared so
Unprepared.
much. That's fine.
But just however much it would be for the three of us to have a semi-nice sushi dinner.
Sure, I think a little bit more expensive, so I would say it would be about 300 to 400 for each of you, depending on how much you're planning on eating.
Okay, I'll knock down 1,200 total.
Okay. Are you paying for everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was the deal.
Oh, that's right. You were playing for
bet.
lunch, or dinner, rather.
Playing for dinner. Early dinner.
Okay.
Eat sushi. Talk about the battles.
Alright. Let me know if you wanted to
Can-
RP it or not.
Yeah, can be like without. Is there a way that he can like let Ivory out of her Pokeball and kind of like have her behind the bar, like between his ankles on the ground?
That is actually a good point. When you guys head over towards the restaurant, do you put Riolu back in its bowl, Milo?
Hmm.
You do know that there is a sign directly on the front of the restaurant. Now, you've been here your whole life. Palette is pretty relaxed, especially given the fact that it is, it's a coastal town, and also, there's a lot of new trainers that come through here that are obviously very excited to start their life with their Pokemon, so it's a bit more relaxed, but restaurants in general don't allow Pokemon to be out of their Pokeballs. Especially as you walk up, you see on the window there that it has a little sign, and it kind of resembles a substitute doll that's just like a little silhouette, and it says, no
No
Pokemon
Pokeballs.
allowed. Yeah.
Alright, Riolu. We'll get you guys some dinner here right after we eat, okay? And he'll put the ball on his belt.
Okay.
You just see kid lift his beanie up. Brookie is gonna crawl underneath his pull the beanie back down.
I need you to roll me a stealth check.
Hell yeah.
Stealth for Frog.
Stealth frog.
Stealth from me or from Froakie?
Oh boy. Stealth from Froakie.
Oh,
Okay,
Hell
we'll
yeah.
see. We'll see if anybody rolls high enough to notice that. But for now, it looks like you just have a very lumpy beanie or a very oddly shaped hat.
Yeah. But Veal run in, dragging Milo and calling Kid to come in too, and they take a seat like at the bar area where you
Mhm.
can like order stuff. And he immediately just like sits up on the bar, just like, "Hey, he's paying. What can I get that's like somewhat nice, but not like, top tier?"
Not break the bank. Nice.
V, have you ever
Yeah.
been here before? Are you, like, famous?
He's probably gone a couple times whenever he could scrounge up enough money, or if his dad ever sent him money,
Fair enough.
but not a lot. But it's like one of his favorite places.
So, the sushi chef behind the counter kind of turns around, raises an eyebrow, and goes, "Oh, haven't seen you in a while, kid. Alright then, well... Huh. New faces, old faces. Think those
You'd
are
see
old
more of me if your
faces.
prices weren't so expensive.
Look, we're
Hey.
no cerulean city, alright? We got some cheap tuna. It's good tuna. We got some salmon. We do have on the pricier side, if you want to treat yourself, we do have some slowpoke tail. We've got some...
Never. It's always been kind of weird.
Oh look, they grow back, alright? They grow back.
Sure, but why would you eat the Pokemon tail?
It's full of meat and nutrients. It's real good for you.
Eh.
You could do with some nutrients, kid. Look at you, you're scrawny as heck.
Hey.
Oh, actually, all of you, except for that one. Haven't seen you around. Kid, what's your name?
Yeah, you got one.
What?
He just kind of laughs and I'm kidding.
No, that's what I called you. What's your name, though, kid?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm asking. Oh, never mind.
Who's on first, Tony? What
You got it.
He's just like, kids these days. Anyway.
One of everything. Hold the slowpoke tail, please.
Alright. Fair enough. And, yeah, you all get some plates. I presume you tell him your kind of budget, and he doles out some plates of sushi for you. It's not like the best sushi you've ever tasted, but it's pretty decent. You're close enough to the water where they are able to get a fresh catch.
Probably the best V's ever tasted.
That's probably fair.
Magikarp.
You probably...
Yeah. Are they like fish? Are they Magikarp?
Look, this is something that's been bothering me since we've begun this entire game, and I think I need to talk to Kate about it. Now we have to decide. I think realistically, there is a subset of fish that's like, oh yeah, it's kind of not Pokemon, so it is just fish, but there is definitely a subset of sushi that's made from Pokemon.
Terrifying.
I like the idea that Pokemon are like their own family of species. Like you've got plant,
yep,
animal, and then Pokemon. And it's just its own fucking thing.
I mean, right. Yeah, that's basically it. Also, I think your microphone might have done something weird because you sound suddenly different.
Yeah.
I'm on my phone. I had to go use the bathroom.
Oh, I see.
That's what I've been doing.
Alright. Cool. In which case...
V, yeah. Just like... V will like kneel up on the seat and just excitedly tell the sushi chef about how they just became trainers and starting their Pokemon journey, and we just did a battle, and I beat Milo, and it was great.
Alright.
Watch victory, too, because, like, Riolu was putting in work.
Wow.
Yeah, it might have only been a D4, but it was definite, like, it was wearing those Pokemon.
You used it out.
Yeah, you definitely used all the PP for it. Definitely. But yeah. The dude behind the counter is kind of listening, just kind of nodding and goes, yeah, I remember my days when I thought I'd be a Pokemon trainer.
Why didn't you?
I wasn't very good at it. Ran out of PP.
You don't have to be good.
Sure, but then you want to settle down, you want to get a job. You know, Pokemon trainers, you all are small kids, you don't know a lot about finance, but, you know, if you can make money, that's great. But most people don't make money on it, you know? Most people just lose money, and then they end up not having a place to sleep or place to eat.
Well,
I mean, part of it, but...
Well, I'm just saying, keep a little bit of savings on the side, just in case you start a losing streak. Can happen to anybody.
Don't worry.
Is that your way of saying you'll give us a discount?
Nope. He kind of chuckles and slides another piece of tuna towards you. Here, have some shiny tuna.
Just shoves it into his mouth. Are you sure? Like, new trainer, best day of our lives discount?
How about I give you some wasabi for free?
Please.
Alright.
Why would you do this?
Slathers the sushi.
It's that constitution. It's that high constitution.
He loves wasabi.
Alright.
Yeah. After we eat, like, a decent amount, we will try to stealthily let Ivory out underneath the bar so he can't see him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check. You this time, not Ivory.
Yeah. Stealth or sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand also works, yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing. But... 18!
Sleight of hand, 18. Okay, yeah. No. I actually rolled for the guy, and he has not noticed the weird lump in your hat, despite the fact that every time you glance at Kid, you can see that it's kind of moving a little bit. And every once in a while, you see just like a single yellow eye pop out from under it, survey, and like, actually, Kid, you're beginning.
Periodically, like when the guy looks away, sneaking bits of sushi under the hat too, Froki.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say, because Froki's definitely going to, like, if you don't feed Froki, she will begin to, like, gently slap your cheek with her little hand paw thing. And be like, hey, what about me? What about me?
Basically at every opportunity when the guy looks away or is focused on responding to V, he'll just slide some up.
Okay.
You're gonna get so much rice in your hair.
Now, do you have any, like, to-go boxes of actual food designed for Pokemon, like sushi for Pokemon? Because we do have Pokemon that need to be fed, and, you know, if we're eating out and splurging and enjoying ourselves tonight, we should treat them well.
Oh boy, well, I don't really make a lot of Pokemon food. I mean, some Pokemon can eat.
Why not?
You gotta buy different ingredients. I just don't have those with me. You know, you can buy it at most Pokemon marts. It's not...
Yeah, I just wanted to give them something special.
Right,
yeah,
right.
We do need to go there.
Well, I suggest if you want some, if you want some Pokemon food, you can certainly go to a mart. There's one in Uptown, from what I remember. They also, I think also the Pokemon Center sells some, you know, pretty standard Pokemon food. It's nothing to write home about, but it's still better than nothing. And then, I guess, well, y'all are leaving, right?
Yeah.
Pretty soon.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I
should be shoving off in a couple hours, I think.
Well, do you have any food for your Pokemon to keep them warmed over while you travel, or did you have only food for you?
Not yet. Do you want to give us some?
Well, he doesn't have any V. Unless you do.
Do you want to give us some money for some?
Oh, look, child, what? Now, I never asked
Milo
personal
his
questions.
head literally just drops into his hands, just like,
Now, kiddo, I usually don't ask questions to my customers, but isn't there somebody feeding you at home?
That's my responsibility now, I guess.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. It's on Milo.
Well, then that
Don't worry
Come
about
on, man. You've known us since we were kids.
I mean, I've seen you running around, but I've always wondered, because I just don't see you that often, you know?
Because your shop's too expensive.
Well, for kids it is. Maybe if you start winning some Pokemon battles. Look, there's a mart. Josie's Mart is right down the street. You can certainly go over there. Probably have some Pokemon food for you. Better than nothing.
That's a good idea.
How does
As long
that
as there's
sound?
something close. I didn't want to have to go all the way back up to New City and the new side of town. It's a lot of walking.
It certainly is, but you're going to be doing a lot of walking from now on, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's why we don't want to start now and keep ourselves fresh for tomorrow.
I'm almost afraid to ask this, but you do have food to sustain you on your journey, don't you?
I do. Yes, I have camping
Depends.
food, but
Depends on what you call food.
we have food.
Is it food?
Kind of looking between you all,
You
being
sure?
like,
Milo
are you
just
sure?
looks at V. We have food. You'll be fine. It's actually pretty tasty. You just gotta
Don't-
give it a try.
I don't believe you.
Well,
Absolutely. How could something in a tiny package, like foil package, that you've had for like 3 years be good?
hey, I bought them like 2 weeks ago, and they're freeze
How long
dried.
were they in the shop?
I don't know. Probably no more than like a year, but freeze dried.
Oh. Milo.
V.
Really? What? Don't look at me like that.
You're gonna have to either get used to it or starve. We
V,
can't eat sushi
I need you to
every
roll
night.
me a perception check. And, kid, can you do me the favor and roll me a stealth check or sleight of hand check for Froki?
Come on.
I mean, can I do a stealth check since it's under my hat?
Sure, you can also do. Well, the thing is, like, she has been getting food from you, but now that she notices that they're distracted, the other two are distracted, she's gonna try
She's
to
getting bold.
get some extras. So that's why I wanted for her to roll specifically.
Okay, well, all I can roll for her is a dex, so
That's fine. Yeah. Milo, out of the corner of your eye, you slowly see some sushi disappear from
My plate or V's?
V's.
Okay.
Jerry.
He does not comment on it.
Okay.
Listen, like I said, like he just said, we're gonna be out walking a lot, traveling. We're gonna have to camp in the woods. We're sleep on the ground.
Why?
It's gonna be cold because we
Can't we just stop at the town?
Not
We're-
always.
places are big. There's a lot of gaps. We're not always
there,
within
like-
distance of a town, unfortunately.
Aren't there like waypoint hotels?
Not everywhere. No. How would they what would they do? They would just be
Wait
there
for people
all the
to
time.
show up?
No,
Yeah.
It actually laughs. Oh man, sweet summer child.
You've come. You came camping that one time with me and
And I
Dad.
hated it.
Yeah, but I told you when we went down this road when we decided to be trainers that was going to be life.
I thought you were joking.
I was not joking. Why would I be joking? It's awesome.
What? What in what world is that awesome? The ground is hard and cold.
But just think of all the Pokemon you'll get to meet.
Right? That's where
On the
Pokemon are.
ground?
Yeah.
Wild.
Caterpie like crawls on me, I guess. Ugh.
Either way, we have food for ourselves, so we'll be fine. Thank you for your concern,
Hey.
though. And as long as we can go
Where'd
to
my sushi go?
stop by Josie's, we can get some food for our guys as well. And yeah,
I thought you were gonna give me 2 more.
I did give you 2 more. Well, you already ate them, probably.
The plate's empty. No, I didn't. I was talking to you.
I
Talking to
don't.
Milo, but I was still talking. How was I supposed to eat them?
Not my problem, kiddo.
how much for
What?
another plate? Just to share between the 3 of us.
Oh, I'll make it 300.
And he'll put down another 300 for a little bit more food.
Thanks, kid.
Thank you.
And hey.
No, Milo,
Oh, go ahead.
that was he. Hey, sorry. He said thanks, kid. So I'm messing with him.
Oh. I just heard Milo's name. I was like, what?
What?
But yeah, he'll just get a little bit more. There. Just keep your eye on it this time, okay? He'll look up at the
I'm gonna
beanie and kind of
keep-
smile.
My mouth, I'm gonna eat it right now. And shoves it in his mouth.
Alright, well. Once we're done, and off to Josie's.
Okay. Sounds good.
Pokemon
As
challenge.
we as we leave, V gets up and then runs out the door with Ivory.
the guy's just like, hey, where did that come from? No Pokemon
Bye.
Yeah, dang kids.
Thanks for the meal. And he'll run out the door.
Come again.
And like as he's walking out, he takes the beanie up, lets Froakie onto his shoulder, and kind of ruffles his hair to get all the debris that Froakie left up there. And
Oh yeah,
Huh?
definitely.
Just rice pouring out of your hair.
Yeah, essentially.
He'll pull out Chespin this time, and he'll run around with Chespin.
All right. And where
Run
are
to
you
the
heading?
Pokemart real quick and then go to the dock.
To Josie's, and then I assume this dock is probably where we're going to be meeting D.
Probably.
Dionadar awaits us.
I didn't think of that. Yeah, Dionadar. All right. God.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get my Pokemart shit out.
Okay.
How much food do you think we need?
That's what I'm thinking. I
How
have
much do
enough. Let's see. I have enough for 10 days for me, 5 days for you and me each. B. So
Okay.
that much for our Pokemon probably. Just get enough for 6 Pokemon
Like a
for
week's
5 days.
worth?
Yeah.
We should be able to make it to another town within a week, right?
Yeah, I don't think...
Hope so.
I mean, we're taking the ship down to Cinnabar, so...
Do you think they have, like... Well, no, that was a dumb question. Don't worry about it.
No, I want to know.
I was gonna say, like, if they have food and stuff on the island, but probably. I don't know, it's an island in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
you think
I
they
mean, it's
get,
probably
like-
got, like, less selection, but
Okay.
everybody's got to eat.
Yeah, they would probably starve to death otherwise.
Probably. But go
Okay.
in and...
How much can we buy?
Yeah.
And also Pokeballs, if they sell Pokeballs.
All right, so I will just actually send you the items that you can buy immediately because they do have like a selection of essentially items for trainers if they so if they wish to buy them. Hold on, where's the little thing that I'm... So here's like the camping supplies and gear and everything, just as a quick reference.
Hell yeah.
Because I have to
man,
save these
it's
for
so
myself.
Oh, can't see. I'm blind.
There's also potions for 200 Pokedollars. There is also, let's see, what else would there be? Oh yeah,
Can you
there's...
zoom in Discord? I'm so blind.
Oh yeah, sorry. You can also ask me specifically like how much everything costs and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I just didn't know what I might need, I guess.
Fair enough.
Pokeballs, potions. I'm just in here for Pokemon food.
Yeah.
They do have Pokemon food. I will say it is probably actually a little less expensive than the rations that they have. Let's see. Yeah, because it doesn't list
So
specifically.
the camping rations are 50.
It'll probably be like 30. So it's like 30 per day for Pokemon food.
So if I got 900 worth, that would be 30.
30 days worth. Yeah, that's like a month worth of rations.
Yeah, but split amongst our 6 Pokemon, it's like a week.
That's
Because
true.
one kid has another one. So that is what he will do. He will spend 900 and get 30 little Pokemon pellet food things.
Okay, sounds good. Cool. And are you in the market for Pokeballs as well?
I'm fine for right now.
Okay.
Trying to save a little bit.
Alright. You do have those 3 that you also got from Acacia as well, but
Mhm.
as long as you're hanging on to
That's
those.
why he's like
Okay.
willing to not spend anymore, is because he at least has some, and he's got that one type Pokeball.
Mhm.
But yeah,
But
that's
yeah.
all I was looking for.
V, what are you buying?
I think I'm going to... I'm gonna buy a multi-tool and a pocket knife.
Okay.
And then he's kind of nervous, so I'm going to buy a rebreather and 1 extra filter
Okay.
All right, smart.
in
Yeah.
case we get, thrown off a boat.
No,
that's-
don't laugh menacingly.
Don't worry,
I have-
I already railroaded you guys in the first fucking game, so,
Literally
Literally
railroaded us.
I gotta say, I appreciate that they are like they trust 14-year-old untrained kids to be able to handle a rebreather. Because do you know how much of a task that is to actually use? If
Yes.
like, you have
And also, I imagine that this is not the full, like, scuba tank rebreather. It is literally just like a futuristic, like, the mouth...
Like a mouthpiece.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
mouthpiece, and
That's
it
what I'm
somehow
assuming.
converts magically the oxygen into...
Yeah.
It's
Filters
probably just made
water
of-
into oxygen.
there is
Something.
if you look up like 3 rows, they have a full scuba kit, so it absolutely could be a full-on scuba rebreather.
That's fair.
150. Sorry, I'm
All
trying
right.
to do math and see how much money I have left.
In order to use this rebreather, you must be scuba certified.
750? Is that total?
Let's see who set up
Okay.
an oxygen tank.
750 minus 2800 is 2125.
What 750? You have 2800 and you're minus 750?
Yeah,
2050.
2050. 2050, and then I'm going to buy like 250 for Pokeballs.
250 for Pokeballs, yeah, regular Pokeballs.
Marked up.
That's
So
how much
then
Pokeballs
500 for two. They're usually 200, but
Are they?
if they're marked up, that's fine. I think so.
No, the potions are 200.
Yeah, potions are 200.
Like, I mean, in like regular Pokemon games, I thought
Oh,
they were
no, no,
200
they're-
for Pokemon.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
I think
That's
they're
actually a good
250.
point. I don't remember.
Yeah. I can't remember for sure.
They also, I will say this outside of game, they also have Great Balls and Ultra Balls available. However, those are
How much are
fucking
those?
expensive. I
Right.
will not place restrictions on what you can buy because that makes no sense from a business keeping perspective.
They're like,
Great
no,
Balls,
kid, you can't have that.
yeah, Great Balls are 500 and Ultra Balls are 1,000, and it looks like they have like a promotion for Ultra Balls that's like buy 5 get 1 free.
That's money for Ultra Balls.
Yeah.
I don't have 5,000 dollars.
It's unfortunate. We'll have to go
Right.
and play some bets.
I mean, if anyone spots me 4K or 3K, then I could buy enough for us all to get 2 Ultra Balls.
Don't have that much, and we need to be able to eat. So
Yeah.
you were just complaining about having to eat my freeze-dried camping rations.
True. Do you think the stuff on the island's gonna be expensive?
Probably it's
Probably.
an island.
Shit. I'll buy 1 Great Ball then.
Hmm.
As well.
Okay, that's another
So-
500.
1550 left.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm trusting you guys to keep track of this because I sure as
Yeah.
late.
I have spent quite a bit today.
And then does it have the like weights of everything or no?
I was just making up weight on a lot of things because it doesn't really have it for those items.
Yeah, because I think what do we do for Pokeballs at least?
Like 0.25.
0.25. Yeah.
Pokeballs.
Yeah.
Most of this, except for the things that would be obviously heavier, I would allow for 0.25. Honestly,
Okay. How much would the rebreather weigh?
rebreather would probably be heavier, to be honest. Probably point. I'm trying to think of how much an actual rebreather, but usually it's attached to fucking
Right.
tubes, and you have like
I know.
first stage, second stage. No, like, let's go with 1. Let's go with 1.
Okay. Pocket knife. And then the pocket knife and the multi-tool are probably like 0.5.
0.5. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. I did
0.5.
2.5 for the multi-tool, and my survival knife is 1 because it's a big survival knife.
Pocket knife's small, so 2.5 or 5? I need to actually keep track of this because I'm not strong, unfortunately.
Let's say 0.25 for pocket knife.
Okay.
You just gotta believe in yourself, V.
I was wandering around with like 10 pounds of food in his backpack.
Yeah.
All right,
Great ball.
what you getting, kid?
I'm probably gonna grab a solar charger and 2 energy cells because I realize that once we're out there, I don't have anything to be able to charge like my phone, which is essentially our Pokédex now. So I'm gonna need.
I got one for us, V.
For what?
Actually, I have one that we can use too.
Oh, okay. The solar thingy. I have the energy cells, but I don't have a solar panel.
Yeah, it was one of my initial items I grabbed.
Okay.
Got it when I got all my other camping gear. The kid now has.
I'm gonna grab that climber's kit because I don't have a climber speed like Milo, and that seems like it's gonna be something we might need.
Smart.
Maybe.
And probably one of those multi-tools because that was a good call, thinking about having a knife but also a bunch of other tools in case something comes up.
Yeah. It says you can like add your proficiency to like certain skills too with the multi-tool, which would be nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know which ones though.
DM's call usually.
It just depends. Like, if you're trying to cut, yeah.
Yeah, if you're cutting a rope and you've got, or like assembling something or disassembling something, taking a panel off, you could like technically maybe roll a strength to just rip it off, or if you use the tool, then you can roll like dex plus proficiency.
Yeah.
To have the tool. So it's really just a narrative item, but
Okay.
that's most
How
of
much-
most of this book.
How much with a strength of 8 can I carry without getting?
40 for your first encumbrance.
Okay. Then I'm fine.
Alright.
And I guess probably one or two more Pokeballs.
Okay. $250. $250.
250.
Yeah, I keep seeing Urs chat message thing pop up, and he's keeping track of it
Yeah.
in a list.
I'm like, oh, are we talking? Oh, never mind. Oh, there it goes.
Little written as I'm going.
Yeah, keeping a list.
Very fair. I'm gonna have to find a way to keep track of your XP because I didn't think about that. But yeah.
Yeah. Just write it down somewhere, I guess.
Eventually, I'll get to the custom character sheets. The PDF ones for the Pokemon had a section for their.
Right.
But since NPCs don't have experience, what do you do?
Yeah. You can. I guess you can also like put it down into their like bio and info section and just have a line there because I know that you edited like chestpins and put an entire freaking table on there that I saw and I was like, oh hey, well, look at that.
I did it for Riolu too, so I was like looking at the TM list going, this means nothing to me. I don't know what any of these TMs are.
Yeah.
And while I was at work listening to the game, I was just building those tables.
Fair. I have like a TM table so saved up, so if you wanted to ever know it, I do have like a table on hand for all of them literally. But
Nice.
or at least I think I do. Where did I put it? I have so many of them saved up. It's just like cheat sheet for TMs. There it is. Yeah.
There we go. I still got a little under $1,000 left in case we run into some expenses that are adding up.
Heck
We'll
yeah.
probably have like $25 between the three of us.
Probably, but hey, we walked out of a Pokemon store with $25. That's
Right.
impressive.
It's true.
It'll do.
All right.
But I mean, we covered the Pokemon food. We're all covered with our own needs and stuff. We got plenty of gear to survive out on the road. We got things for emergencies and stuff. So I feel like we might be 14-year-old kids. Very little I think we made some smart decisions with it.
Definitely
Yeah.
more than I bought for. Out of curiosity, does anybody have a tent? I don't remember if anybody took tent.
Yeah.
I think
Do it.
both Milo and Kid have it, just he doesn't.
Okay. The smallest tent is for
He doesn't
two
have any
people,
camping
so
supplies.
I figured.
Yeah, that's why we were fine. Because even when I just had Milo's tent, I figured me and Kid would share it, and Milo would just sleep on the grass. But now we have 2 tents, so
Milo would just sleep on the grass. Stop making me feel even worse for Milo.
I mean, he would not mind. He would love it. He loves camping, and as long as it's not raining out. I mean, if it were raining, he might try to
Just have to
smash
squish
in
in
there.
there.
But now we don't have
Yep.
to. We have
Yeah.
2 tents.
You do? Okie dokie then. Very well. You head on out. And where are you going?
All right, should we head down to the docks? Go wait for or go meet this D
Yeah.
that Acacia sent us for, or sent us to.
Hope they're cool.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Let's go meet our ride, our chauffeur.
Mm-hmm.
What's the naval equivalent of a chauffeur?
Captain?
Oh, sure.
Uh,
Showboat.
sure. Sure. That's a little bit different. But yeah, you guys begin to head down to the docks, and you do see that there is indeed a boat tied off in there. It's a relatively small-looking yacht.
oh,
Yeah. And it's just kind of like swaying in the water. But you don't see anybody. You don't see anybody there for the time being.
as we get close, Milo will just sort of, hello, D.
No answer.
Oh no.
Either you
Well.
do you know how to drive a boat?
I can figure it out.
Oh no, this is quickly turning into grand theft.
No, no,
Oh,
no,
no.
no, 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 no,
Are the
no.
keys in it?
Wait, grand
There were-
theft yacht?
There was a full Pokemon episode about this exact thing. I don't know if you guys remember, where they just got on the boat and took off with it.
Yep.
Wait, really?
Yep,
Where? When?
You know, I don't remember specifically what episode, but they got on a boat and Misty thought that like they rented it or they knew whoever owned it, but they literally just got on it and took off with it.
Just like, this is ours now. Bye.
Wow, incredible. I kind of love it.
Amazing.
Go ahead and everybody roll me a perception check.
Here for the free boat ride. Hello.
Hello, Miss D. We were sent by Professor Acacia. She said you could help us get to Cinnabar.
If you're not here within 10 minutes, we're legally allowed to take the boat.
That's
how it
how
works.
the law works. No, I really
Yeah.
don't think that's how the law works.
It's like
Kids
when
aren't-
we could leave from class.
He's already getting on.
All right.
Oh,
As
no.
soon as you actually you rolled really high for perception, kid. So as soon as you step on the boat, it kind of sways a little bit, and then you hear a high-pitched screech, and suddenly, as you do so, something that had probably been hiding on the boat before, kind of like under the overhang, flutters out from under it and goes directly at your face. I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw real quick.
Oh shit. It's gonna eat your face.
Coming for you.
Roll the hot. Brokey, look out!
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. It smashes into your face, and for a second, you feel like somebody has taken like a burlap bag and is shaking it at your face, and then you realize they feel like leather wings, and the next thing you know, your beanie is snatched up and just flies directly off your head. Froakie hangs on because Froakie's like grabbed your ears and is hanging on for dear life, but whatever has flown out from under it grabs the beanie and flies straight up.
Give it. He's already trying to grab for it because like his massive hair is just in every direction. Right?
It is quite
Damn,
Dang.
use a brush.
Yeah, that's a lot of hair. I mean, I could try to help. I could see if Chester's Vine Whip could reach it, but I don't know if that would that be attacking?
What is it?
I don't even know.
Roll me
Can we take
roll me a poke handling, or no, sorry, poke knowledge, which would be what, Arcana?
22.
Can B just point his Pokedex at it?
I mean, you could
Because
also
I don't
do
know
that.
what the fuck it is.
That's fair.
8.
You point your Pokedex at it,
Shit.
but you don't do anything else, which is why it doesn't work. But yeah, Milo, you see it as it kind of tries to untangle itself from Kid's large amount of hair and immediately flies over across the dock and towards this fir tree over here, and like grabs onto the branches and swings upside down. It still has V's beanie tangled up in it, but it appears to be a Zubat.
It's a Zubat.
Can I point my Pokedex at it? What? Tell me what you are. How does this thing work? They didn't tell us how to use this thing. Just starts like hitting buttons on his phone.
I
Roll
think
an
you have to open up the app
intelligence.
first.
Again.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Stumbling across the deck, like, give me the fucking hat back.
Your Pokedex
Just-
dings and it goes, Zubat. It is this blue chiropractic Pokemon. While it lacks eyes,
Goes
it has
robot.
pointed ears with purple insides and a mouth with 2 sharp teeth on each
Oh, no.
jaw. A male will have larger fangs than a female. It has purple wing membranes supported by 2
Pokedex
elongated
is so
fingers
robot-y.
and 2 long, thin tails. Zubat lives in
Long
abundance.
finned tails.
Like, oh no,
I think
that's actually
I
really
think
useful.
it's on your end because they came through like perfect for me.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah, then it was just
Then-
our internet was being butt.
It was helping me
I
get
mean,
yeah.
Pokedex. It just
Check
keeps
out
talking.
the robotic voice, but it wasn't like full on robot. It was, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It
was just like
cutting in and
totally cut out.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, it keeps on going on about Zubat. I can
Mhm.
read. I can read through the entire entry if you'd like. It just keeps
Only
on
if you
prattling on. What's Kid doing?
Yeah, we just listened to it.
It's like we're basically running up to the tree, like, "Hey, dude, give me that back."
It is quite high up in the tree, and you like run up to the tree and you see the Zubat kind of tilt its head, but it looks like your hat has been caught onto one of its like tail things. And it is kind of stuck in your hat as much as your hat is stuck in it, and it just kind of like turns its head, looks at you, and kind of screeches a little bit.
Well, he's like grumbling, but you know what? Perfect opportunity. And you see him kind of fiddling with his shoes as he's snapping on the climber onto his feet now. If you're not gonna come down there, I'm coming up there.
Go get it, kid. We believe in you.
All right, go
Let me
ahead
go
and
see
roll.
if that's
Beat
D's
'em up.
Zubat. Let me go. Miss D, are you alive? Do you exist? Are you real? Is this a lie?
We
Is
have
this
your
not our
boat.
boat?
I mean, we're gonna take it if it's not.
Oh
Is
no,
this
did
your
I-
Zubat?
You don't get an answer, but actually, no, you do get an answer eventually. Wait, where did I know I made like a thingy for her token.
But he's doing this while kids try it.
Sure. Kid,
Climb
you're
the
trying to
tree.
climb the tree, right?
Yep.
Okay. Full disclosure, I don't think you necessarily need climbing equipment because it is a fir tree and it's not like that complicated, but sure, yeah. Roll me
Makes it
a...
easier.
It does. Go ahead and roll. I think it's athletics with what advantage because of the climbing gear?
Yep. And I get to add my proficiency bonus to it.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Fucking scale that tree.
Damn.
Five.
Yeah. Okay. You begin to immediately scale this freaking tree.
Motivated.
Very motivated, and you see that the Zubat is kind of like aware of the fact that you're approaching, but is not really doing anything about it, and you are getting quite close to it. So what are you doing, or what are you trying to do? That rather.
Well, once I get close, I'm trying. Like, I don't want to startle it, because I can tell that it's tangled up in my hat, but I want my fucking hat back. So
All right.
I'm just gonna slow
Grab it.
reach out and try to like show that I'm not attacking, and I'm just going for the hat.
All
Grab
right,
the Zubat.
roll me a poker handling check.
Oh!
Wow.
It is very motivated.
Kid is very motivated.
Kid in his hat.
Right?
This is clearly a B-side story that we are not aware of yet, but
All those quick attacks, not a
deal
single
with that.
20.
yeah. Yeah, you essentially like begin to reach up towards the Zubat, and then instead of simply grabbing it, you realize that it's kind of like beginning to get tangled up, and one of the tips of its wings is getting caught in like your hat's fibers essentially, and you slowly reach out, and you've dealt with Pokemon before because your parents have dealt with Pokemon quite a bit. And you are essentially able to reach up and just grab this thing like one would grab an angry bird, essentially, with like both hands, and pull it down from the tree. What are you doing? It's just kind of in your hands like a little burrito.
Okay, well, once I have it, I'm gonna slowly like slide it back down the tree and just. Hey, can one of you guys grab this hat while I hold it?
All right.
Just be careful, kind of
Oh,
wrapped
I
up in.
think Gina went to go use the bathroom.
Oh, I see.
But
Yeah.
Sure. Let's see. And Milo will try to disentangle the hat from the Zubat.
All right. I will not need you to roll for it, because with a 26 animal handling, the Zubat is just kind of like, what the fuck is happening? But allows everything to go as planned, and essentially is just like sitting there while you're pulling the hat. At which point you hear...
Where the fuck am I?
It's like, what the fuck is happening? At which point you hear a voice unfamiliar to all of you from behind you that just says, "Now, what's going on here, kids?" And as you kind of glance around, you see that there's an old woman in a kind of apron that's standing on the road, staring at your direction with her hands on her hips and just kind of going, with a really weird look on her face, like, what is happening? Because you're all just kind of clustered around Kid, and it looks like all three of you are effectively holding this Zubat in a hat at the moment.
Is this your bat?
He stole our friend's hat.
Kind of glances at the Zubat and goes, nope. That's not mine.
Can we have it?
It looks like it's ours now.
The hat or the Pokemon, dear?
Both.
Well, no, the hat's mine.
Okay.
Yeah, he's very attached to the hat.
He certainly is. So is the Zubat.
Yeah, right?
I think once I get this wing out from there, alright, that should free it.
I will say the Zubat has still not moved. It's just kind of like shell-shocked, and Kid's just still kind of holding it like a little burrito.
If it doesn't have a trainer, did you want to catch it?
I mean, kids looking at it like, "Hey, are you gonna be cool? Can you be cool for?"
Roll an insight
Be
check.
cool, friend. Be cool, bruh.
What the fuck is going on?
Kid wants this fucking bat.
Unbelievable.
You
Dead in tyranny tomorrow, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what's going to happen, but we're gonna go ahead and post that for posterity.
Yeah, no. The Zubat looks up at you
Hell
and just
yeah.
kind of goes, "Eh," and then shuts up. It's just like, it's really difficult to read the emotional expression of a Zubat, but if you could like essentially establish dominance on a Pokemon this easily, you have done it. This Zubat is just like, well, this dude just picked me out of a tree
This
like a
is my life
fruit.
now.
Yeah, essentially. The Zubat's like, this is just what is happening, I guess. Like, what am I gonna do about it?
All right. Well, as long as you're cool, we're gonna bring you along
Okay.
because you did take my hat. So now I guess I'm you. Sorry.
You get no resistance from the Zubat.
catch it, kid. Use one of the new Pokeballs.
Yeah, I mean, if it's cool with it, I'll try to catch it. Like, when I do, I'm just gonna like let go with one hand, still hold it so that it's not just like dangling or anything, but
Okay.
it'll get the Pokeballs out and kind of like show it to it. Like, hey, are you cool with coming along?
It kind of like glances at the Pokeball and looks up at you and just kind of slowly nods, like, "Yep," because you've essentially.
You're his trainer now.
Yeah. It's like, do I have any other
Like
choice? Do I have any other choice?
Then I kind of gently tap the Pokeball on its forehead, like, all right, well, hop in then.
Okay.
Wow. Is
Just for
Pokemon catching going to be
funsies.
this easy?
I was gonna say, goddamn. Because I need to practice my calculations. I'm gonna need you to roll, but you're gonna roll with advantage. You're using just a regular Pokeball, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or do you guys think I should use one of the new ones to see how they work? Since they said
The
they
type
wanted
one?
this one. Yeah.
You could.
Yeah, I'll use the type one then, just to see how it reacts to.
Okay. You're rolling with
Zubat.
advantage. You need at least a 12. If I am doing this correctly.
All right, on a D20.
Yep.
Animal handling.
Animal handling. Yes. Sorry. It's like a check.
Well, there's the first one. That's an 11.
Okay. And
Yeah, that's much better.
There
Okay.
you go.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You just tap it against the Zubat, and then Zubat just goes "Eh!" and goes inside the bowl, and yeah, I guess you have a
Man.
Zubat now that you've just kind of
This shit's gonna
picked
be
off
easy,
a
isn't
tree.
Na-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll assign it to you.
Not that after all.
It is. I
Yeah,
think I
my-
rolled
my
for
one.
it. Oh, here I
I thought
will.
this was supposed to be hard.
There we go. It looks like the fangs are not particularly large, and it looks like it is a female. It also has a skittish nature,
No. Scaredy baby.
which is now really, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, as you're kind of doing this, you see that the woman has approached closer and is just kind of like, well, looks like I'm gonna be meeting some first-class Pokemon trainers. That was about the easiest sketch I've ever seen.
Apparently we're amazing.
Well, then you
That
must
was-
be the ones that good old Acacia told me about.
Are you D?
Well, I have been for most of my life,
Okay.
yes.
Most of your.
This is your boat.
That is indeed my boat, yep, and you must be V.
Mm-hmm.
And the smiling one must be Milo,
That's me.
which means that you're Kid.
Yes, ma'am.
Pokemon catcher extraordinaire.
Catcher extraordinaire indeed. That is very impressive. I'm extremely impressed. Well, we're off to a great start, kids, but it is sundown. I was just running around getting some last-minute supplies, but I don't know. Acacia told me you'd want to set off pretty quickly here. Everybody ready to go?
If possible, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we go right now?
Yep.
We
Sorry,
sure
I'm stealing your book.
can. Oh, wait. What? You were gonna steal
worry
my
about
boat?
Nope.
I mean, good luck with
I-
that, but sure. How about I just
I-
drive you
They
around
would not have
instead?
succeeded.
I have a feeling that they would not. But, you know, who am I to
You
deny
never-
you a little bit of fun?
What are the chances that we fall off the boat? Are they high?
No,
Are you
they're,
be worried about that?
they're pretty low.
Okay. I'll trust you for now.
I certainly hope so. Well then, come on in, and she takes you onto the boat, which, like I said, it's a pretty small boat. It looks like she gives you like a little tour. There is like a cabins. Gosh, I don't know anything of boats. This is such a terrible idea.
It's
Essentially,
got a front part.
it's
and
got
a
a
back
front
part.
part and a back part. Yes, the front part is kind of in a point, and the back part is not at a point.
Hell yeah.
There's
Excellent boat.
excellent boat. I don't know anything about boats. There is a sleeping area downstairs that's got like two rooms essentially, aside from hers, which is a little bigger. But she says that you guys could split those up among yourselves however you want. However, she does seem to keep supplies in one of the rooms primarily. But as she kind of shows you around, she goes, "Well, you can set your stuff down here. There's some beds that you can use, since we're going to be setting off late at night, but, yeah. Now, am I right in assuming you all are heading towards Cinnabar there?"
Yes, please.
Excellent, excellent.
Unless there's any other cool places you want to take us on the way.
Well, we're going to have to make a couple of pit stops in order to, unless you want to go straight to Cinnabar, which I wouldn't recommend. It just seems like a long trip, and, well, there's lots of little other islands between here and Cinnabar that we can visit. Most trainers, you see, don't...
I want to see the little islands.
Sure, yeah. I kind of figured since we were setting off quite late here, you kiddos might want to, sleep while we're going, and then maybe, I'd say we can get quite a little bit far out, and then maybe sometime by next evening we'll make it to the first island.
Sounds great.
Do you need one of us to drive the boat while you sleep?
Oh, don't worry.
I don't have a license, but I'm sure I could figure it out.
Nope, I don't think that'll be necessary, V. Don't think we'll need that. Don't you worry. I got ways to keep this little boat afloat. All you need to worry about is just kind of hanging out, maybe helping me out a little bit. All you seem like fine young men. Probably if a couple of you can tie a rope, that'll be a great help. And
Yeah, I can do that.
well, that's just excellent. All right.
Sure, I can figure it out.
No.
First, though, guys, we gotta.
Trust my. I trust. He seems like he's on top of this exact sort of thing. You don't do it, V. No.
Alright.
First things first, though, guys, we got to get our Pokemon out and get them their dinner, because I'm sure that they're really hungry after those battles. So once we set sail, we'll feed them, rest, and then in the morning I'll be around to help.
Do you also have a no Pokemon rule?
A no Pokemon rule? What, you think I'm not going to allow you to take your Pokemon on the boat? I mean, you're heading off for Cinnabar. You're kind of going to need Pokemon where you're going.
Yeah, but most people are like, no, you can't have them out of the balls. They stay in the ball forever, and they don't exist because we hate Pokemon.
I mean, that's not exactly what they're saying.
Isn't it?
No. That's kind of a pessimistic view of it.
No one ever wants to no one ever seems to want to see our Pokemon. Everyone's like, you gotta keep them indoors, can't bring them in shops, can't bring them even in the Pokemon Center. We couldn't have them out there.
Jim wanted to see them.
Well, Jim was Jim.
What does that mean?
I don't know, he was a little,
What does that mean?
My boy
I don't
Jim,
know, I
he
thought
doesn't
he was-
deserve this.
He seemed pretty nice. Like, he, showed us around and introduced us to his Growlithe, and he even healed our Pokemon after the fight, which he even said he wasn't really supposed to do. So, he seemed pretty cool.
He was
He had
okay.
Look out for Vincent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is like, that's what I mean. He had a Pokemon and really liked it and brought it out even though it was against the rules. So, like, I don't know.
But that
Everyone
just
else seems
shows
to be
that
pretty anti-Pokemon.
It's not everyone. Anyway, I'm sure we'll find more trainers and more people out there that, are more open to it.
Are actually cool.
Gotta be out
and
there
want to
somewhere.
see these awesome freaking creatures that we caught. I mean, come on.
Look, kids,
Really
you can
small
have your
and
Pokemon
too
out all you want. I'm just gonna say one thing though. You have Pokemon on the boat, it's gonna attract more Pokemon.
Is that a bad thing?
Not necessarily, unless you want to be, fighting off Pidgeys every once in a while if they try to swoop you, which might be fun to watch.
That
Ooh, that would
sounds
be fun.
pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Well, then by all means. I mean, if you've
V
met
throws both
Acacia,
those
then you
Pokemon.
know that given the fact that them and I are, working together, probably know that I'm not too big on rules.
Yeah, I think
That's
that's
what I
why,
like to hear.
Yeah. I think that's why they pointed us to you. Because we're not really. I mean,
You like rules.
they help, they create structure, but not
Mm.
all of them are good, and I recognize that.
Boring.
All right. In which case, as you guys are doing this, just kind of chuckling to herself, Dee waddles over to wherever you drive the boat from.
The helm.
The helm, thanks.
You're welcome.
Look, I go in the water and I use my own body to swim, and that's about all I know.
You are a boat.
I am a
Yep.
boat.
That's fair.
I don't understand
That's
why. But anyways, yeah, she goes over to the helm, and you eventually hear the engine start up, and slowly you pull away, further and further. And after about 5 minutes, when you guys stop arguing for a second, you look back, and Pallet Town is beginning to blur into the distance, and is now just a row of lights. A little silhouette of a city behind you.
Watch it go. Kind of just in quiet watching.
Okay. Alright. And I'm guessing everybody has their Pokemon out.
Yeah. Once we get into the boat, Milo's gonna release both of them. Be like, "All right, boys, dinner time!" And he's gonna get them out some kibble from
Okay.
feed them. And I knocked off 6, so he puts out enough for Fennekin and Eevee and Froakie and Zubat, and everybody can eat.
Do they all eat the same thing?
Sure. For simplicity's sake, sure.
Yes. Yes.
I could probably make, special food that is specifically tuned for each one. Yeah. Gonna need to
Maybe
do more
later. It
research on
sounds
that.
like
I
a
haven't
lot
really
of
looked
work.
into that. Yeah. I do know that this is what I think it was Josie's, right? Josie's Mart.
Yep.
This is what they said that most Pokemon can eat it no problem. So
Okay. Does that include Zubat? Does
Sure.
he has a mouth? He can eat food.
he just doesn't
But
have
she
eyes.
can eat food.
Alrighty.
Are you guys?
Hmm?
Are you trying to give my Zubat a hard time just because she don't have eyes?
No,
Maybe.
no, I mean, just they don't have eyes. They use their ears.
That's
V
bad.
throws like one bit of Pokemon food, like kind of in the direction of Zubat to see if she can sense it.
She can sense it immediately after you do this. Actually, roll me a dexterity check for Zubat if you can. Okay. I think it's less the fact that she can't sense it, but more the fact that she's just kind of startled. So she turns towards it as it's flying towards her, but it kind of bonks her on the head, and she flaps her wings and flies over onto Kid's shoulder and just kind of like
Oops.
hustles down on there, like being like, why are people throwing things at me?
Wasn't me.
All right. And because it is nighttime, actually, I'm going to move you to another map.
Ooh,
Boatman!
boat map.
Because as you guys slowly head out, Pallet Town fades behind you, and you are now just on the ocean. I mean, you can still see the coast behind you, obviously, but you can no longer distinguish any specific buildings or anything. And Pyra's just really
So big.
huge.
Oh god. I don't know how to make it smaller. Oh, there we go.
We're on our way.
Yeah.